starting with the great name of Allah, who is the most merciful and beneficent. Assalamualikum, my dear listeners. Welcome to Knowledge Syndicate. So, we are going to start our new lecture today. In today's lecture, we are going to study the use of the infinitive, the participle, the gerund, and uses of definite and indefinite articles. So, let us begin our today's lecture with the use of the infinitive. So, basically, what is infinitive? As I have told you in previous lecture, that infinitive is the base of the verb, often preceded by to. Like it is a common verb or it is a basic verb preceded by word to. So there are certain uses of the infinitive. Number one is infinitive is used as a subject of the verb. When we use it as a subject of a verb, for example, here we can see to find fault is easy. So to find is our infinitive. It is used as a subject of a verb. The next use is as the object of a transitive verb. So infinitives is also used as the object of transitive verb. For example, we can say that he likes to play card. So he likes to play card is our infinitive used as an object of a transitive verb. The next one is as the complement of a verb. So as a complement of a verb, we can see it from the example that his custom is to write daily. So to write daily is our infinitive used as the complement of a verb. So the next use is as the object of a preposition. Like we can use it along with the preposition as an object of preposition. For example, he had no choice but to obey. So to obey is our infinitive and it is used as an object of preposition. The next one is as an objective complement. So we can see it from the example, I saw him go. So here it is used as an object of a objective complement, as an objective complement. And in sentences like I saw him go, we can see that infinitive is used in this manner, that we can call this kind of infinitives as simple infinitive. So infinitive is also used as a qualifying different verbs, different adjectives, different noun, and even it qualify a sentence. So the infinitives that are used to qualify certain parts of speech are called qualifying infinitives. We can see that it is used to qualify a verb as we ate to live. Here I am mistaken. It is the word eat. We eat to live. So to live, it is here qualifying our verb eat. The next one is to qualify an adjective. This medicine is pleasant to take. So here the word pleasant is our adjective and it is qualifying our adjective. To take is qualifying our adjective pleasant. The next one is to qualify a noun. He is a man to be admired. So to be admired is our infinitive and it is qualifying a noun man. The next is to qualify a sentence. For example, to tell the truth, I quite forgot my promise. So to tell is our infinitive and it is qualifying the whole sentence. So it is here the use of infinitive as a qualifying infinitive and it is qualifying a whole sentence. So now moving towards the use of the participle. What is participle? As I have told you before, that participle is a form of verb which partakes of the nature of both a verb and an adjective. A form of verb that can act both as a verb or an adjective is our participle. It can act both as verb and an adjective. There are certain uses of participle. Starting with first one, the continuous tenses are formed from the present participle, or all the continuous tenses including present continuous, past continuous, these all are formed from our present participle. And for example, we can see that I am loving, here loving, I was loving, I shall be loving. So these are our participle and they formed our continuous tense. They formed our continuous tense. So basically what is present participle? When we put the ing with verb, with our base verb, so that becomes a present participle. So it forms our continuous tenses. The next one is the perfect tenses are formed from past participle or perfect tenses, past perfect, present perfect, and or future perfect tenses. These are formed from our past participle. We have seen it from the example that I have loved, I had loved, and I shall have loved. So all these perfect tenses are made from past participle. The next one is the passive voice is formed from past participle or passive voice is also formed from past participle. We can see that I am loved, I was loved, and I shall be loved. So all these are made from our past participle. The next is participle qualifies noun or pronoun. Or participle has also a qualifying quality, like it qualifies our noun or different pronouns. It can use as attributively, that a rolling stone gathered no moss. So here rolling is our participle. The next is predicatively, like it can came at the predicate of the sentence. He kept me waiting. So here waiting is our participle. The next is absolutely with the noun or pronoun going before, like when there is a noun or a pronoun and before it we put a participle, that is our use of participle. The wind being favorable they embarked. So here the word being is our participle. So here we are done with the uses of participle. Now moving towards the uses of the gerund. So what is gerund? Gerund is a form of verb which ends in ing and has a force of a noun and a verb. So a form of verb which ends in ing. So here also come ing. It ends in ing and it can act as both the noun and a verb. So there are also certain uses of the gerund. Starting with the number one, subject of a verb. Gerund is used as a subject of a verb. We can see it from the example that seeing is believing. So here the word seeing is our gerund and it is used as the subject of the word verb believing. So the next one is object of a transitive verb. It can used as an object. For example, we can see that I like reading poetry. So here reading is our gerund and it is the object of our transitive verb like. The next is object of a preposition. It can also used as an object of preposition, like I am tired of waiting. So here waiting is our gerund and of is our preposition and it is used as an object of a preposition. The next one is complement of a verb. It is also used as a complement of a verb. For example, what I most detest is smoking. So here smoking is our gerund and it is used as a complement of a verb. The next one is absolutely. We can use it as an absolutely, like we can see it from the example that playing card being his aversion, we did not play bridge. So here being is our gerund and it is used with the verb be, and it we're putting ing with the verb be, it becomes gerund and we can use it in this manner. So here we are done with the uses of the infinitive, the participle and the gerund. Now moving towards article. As I have told you that articles are not the parts of speech. They are not included in 8 parts of speech, but they are somehow so much related to our parts of speech. They are somehow very much linked with the parts of speech. They play a major role in our parts of speech and they also play a major role in our language, as the correct usage of definite and indefinite article is very important in our language, in our sentence structure. So we will go through them today. So what basically the word a, an and da are our 3 articles. The word da is our definite article and the word a and an is our indefinite article. So we will go through them, the uses of definite articles. So what is definite article? As I have told you, the word da is our definite article. So the number one use is when we talk about a particular person or thing, like when we talking about something particular, when we mention something particular or when we mention some particular person, so we they put the definite article da along with it. For example, when we say the girl cried, so here we are talking about particular girl, so we put there da. The next one is when a singular noun is meant to represent a whole class. When there is a singular noun, when there is only one noun and it is meant to represent a whole class, so it is there we use the definite article. For example, when we say that the cat loves comfort, so here the word cat is representing a whole class of cat, so there we put the along with the cat. The next one is before some proper names. When we name some proper things or proper name basically, so we put the along with them. For example, when we say the Pacific Ocean, or when we say the West Indias, the Himalayas. So along with these particular names, the proper names, we put the along with them. The next one is before the name of certain books. When we are mentioning the name of some book, we put along the with them. For example, when we say that the Liliad, or when we say the any book name or any novel name, so we put along the with them. So the next one is before name of things unique of their kinds, certain things that are unique in this world, so we put the along with them. For example, when we say the sun, the sky, the oceans, the earth, so these are the things that are unique of their own kind, so we put the along with them. The next one is before a proper noun, any proper noun, before any proper noun, we put the along with them. For example, when we say the immortal Shakespeare or the great Caesar, so we put the along with them. The next one is with superlatives. When there comes a superlatives degree, so we put the with them. For example, the darkest cloud or the best book. So with these superlative degrees, we put the with them. The next one is before ordinals. As I have told you that ordinals, when we put the number, when we call the number in this manner, that first, second, third, so these are called ordinals, and we put the along with ordinals. For example, the first man, or something like these ordinals, we put the along with them. So the next one is as an adverb with comparative. So the adverbs with comparative, for example, the we can say the more they get, the more they want. So when there comes comparative, there comes a comparison in the adverb, so we put the along with them. The next one is before musical instrument. It is a common use of definite article, like when we call some musical instrument, so we put the along with them because they are unique of their own kind. For example, when we say the flute, the guitar, so we put the along with them. There are many other uses of definite articles. Now moving towards indefinite article or word are, and an is our indefinite article. So basically we have a only indefinite article. Along with a, we have an as an indefinite article. Indefinite article is used to make a common noun of a proper noun. When there is a common noun, but we have to mention it as a common noun, so we put there a along with them. For example, we say that Daniel come to judgment. So here Daniel is basically a proper noun, but to make it common, we put a along with them. So it comes common noun. The next one is in the sense of any, to single out an individual as the representative of a class. When there is a single representative and it is mentioning the whole class, so along with that kind of words, we put or indefinite article a. For example, when we say a pupil should obey his teacher, so basically pupil is used for group of people, but here we are using it as a singular thing, so we put a along with them. The next one is in the vague sense of a certain. So when we say a word, a Kishore Kumar is suspected by a police. So here we mean Kishore Kumar is a certain person name. So he is any person. We are mentioning it as a common noun, so we put there a along with them. The next is in its original numerical sense of one. It means that when we put any numerical number, so we put a along with them. For example, a word to the wise is sufficient. So here a words, there are so many words. So to point it as a singular numerical sense, so we put there a along with them. For example, a word to the wise is sufficient. So or article and is only used before the vowels. There are 5 vowels in our English alphabets: A, E, I, O, U. So along with these alphabets, when there comes the first letter of any word is these vowels, so we put there an, along with the sound of vowels, we put an along with them. So here we are done with our today's lecture. Hope you guys are clear, and if there is any ambiguity, you can ask me in comment section. Stay tuned for the upcoming video in which we are going to study the use of different auxiliaries and models. There are auxiliary verbs and modal verbs, and use of some of the major conjunctions that are used in our English language. So stay tuned for upcoming lecture. Thank you. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.